Welcome back, everyone. So today, in this section, we are going to discuss about some numerical analysis, some functions, built-in functions used in MATLAB to obtain the solution of differential equations, maybe quadratic equations or polynomials, and integration. So that is what we are going to discuss in this particular session. Okay. So let's start with the problem. Okay. So there are three equations are given. This you can say that this this kind of sorry, it's not quadratic equation. Sorry. Equations, we can say that simultaneous equations, which we have studied in mathematics. There are three simultaneous equations are there, and you know how to solve this mathematically. Maybe you are using Gauss-Jordan elimination or Gauss elimination method, Gauss-Seidel method. So there are so many methods are there to obtain the solution of this one. What you need, basically, you will keep it into a matrix form, right? Like AX, A1x plus A2y plus A3z equal to P, and B1x plus B2y plus B3z equal to Q, and C1x plus C2y plus C3x equal to, sorry, C3z equal to R. So what do? We'll just make a matrix of A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3 into X, Y, Z is equal to P, Q, R. So basically that X, Y, Z is nothing but, what is that X, Y, Z? Nothing but what? This P, Q, R into inverse of this one, right? That's how we do. Or what we do, we will try to eliminate these terms. We'll do some manipulation here using Gauss-Jordan or Gauss elimination method to eliminate this one and make sure that this last row will have only one value. This row will have only two values, and this will have three values. So that it would be easy to solve this problem, simultaneous problem. So here in MATLAB is very easy to solve. Only thing is we have to make sure that we write the matrix properly. So here is, if you look at this one, if you write in simultaneous equation with the variables in the left hand side and the constant in the right hand side, you can say that 5x minus 3y, right? The equation becomes 5x minus 3y plus 2z equal to 10, and 8y, so that I'll put x first, that is minus 3x plus 8y plus 4z equal to 20. Third one is you can write 2x plus 4y minus 9z equal to 9. So now we make a matrix form, right? This is nothing but A inverse B form, right? That we have studied already, that 5 minus 3 2, minus 3 8 4, and 2 4 minus 9, 2 4 minus 9 into what? X, Y, Z, which is equal to what? The constants, that is nothing but 10, 20, 9. So what we need to do here is we have to introduce a matrix A, that is nothing but this one, 5 minus 3 2, semicolon will in, semicolon is nothing but the row is end. So that means the column is ended, we have to go to the next row. That is what it means, right? Minus 3 8 4, yeah, that is done. So semicolon, that is going to the next row, 2 4 minus 9. So and I am introducing another, this is a matrix A, this is a matrix B, right? So in two methods we can solve it is very easily. We can solve this one. So X, Y, Z. So X is basically what? X is basically what? X will be basically A inverse B. So same way, here we can say that B, A inverse we can say, right? A inverse B, we can say that. So here one thing you have to think that here A and B is available. You need to find X, Y, Z. So we are going to do this particular operation. This is the first method. Method 1, to find the X value. A by B. This by is having a specialty. Why? Because it's into the left hand side. It's not a backslash. This is in the opposite direction. That basically it gives you A inverse B. So always remember A inverse B, we can just put it like this, A by B, so that by will be in this direction, the slash will be in this direction. Yeah, slash will be in this direction. Using that one, you can get X value. There is one method to find this value. The second one is we write the augmented matrix. You remember that augmented matrix, you remember, because you have A and B, so we will put A, B together, right? A will be together, then you start doing the elimination method. So to find the elimination thing is basically this only, P is equal to RR for C. This is nothing but the elimination of that value. RREFC. So this will give you the, this will give you what? This will give you the eliminated matrix you will get. Eliminated matrix you will be getting. P. Once you have the eliminated matrix, it is very easy to find the equations. So RREF is actually referred to reduced rock echelon form. It is nothing but Gauss-Jordan elimination. So if you want to find the Gauss-Jordan elimination and finally what you are going to get, you can use RREF of C can be used. Or you can this method also you can find directly to find the X value. Okay. Now if you want to find whatever the matrix you are getting, like you have a matrix A, if you want to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors of that matrix, you can just type directly that two values you should put, that is, let's take V comma D, that is vector and eigenvalues, that is I of A we can write. So this will give you, the V will give you the vectors and D will give you the eigenvalues. This will be eigenvalues and this will be your vectors, eigenvectors and eigenvalues. Okay, I'll just do this one in MATLAB and show. First we see this. Always remember, these are all things we can always do it in the script file also. See here, A by B, you can directly get it. If you go to this elimination method, C is, let's take what is C, we'll see what is C. C is A comma B. This is your C, that is augmented matrix. And once you have the C value, you can just find what is P. P after the elimination, how this looks. See here, this is how it looks. So this is after the elimination, and this will be your, this value will give you the, this particular, the last column will give you the X, Y, Z values directly. Got it? This will give you the X, Y, Z values. Now let's take, so that is how you find the X, Y, Z for the simultaneous equation, solving the simultaneous equation. Just you can give a heading for that, solving. Solving simultaneous equations. Now, if I just introduce a matrix A, such already A is there, right? We have defined the A already. So if you want to find the eigenvectors and eigenvalues, I need to introduce another column vector, that is V comma D, or any variable is fine. V comma D I just put here because one is for vector and one is for diagonal. So I of A I can just type I of A. Variable is sensitive, so I of a capitalization. So this will give you the eigenvectors. You will be getting the eigenvectors. Each row column will be having eigenvectors, and this each value will give you the eigenvalues of this particular matrix. Okay, so I can directly I of A we can find. I hope you got it. So now, one second. Yeah. So now what we can see that you can talk about the numerical integration. So numerical integration, what we can do here. So you have one function y is equal to e raised to minus x square, and you have to integrate from 0.5 to 1.5. Okay, 0.15 to 1.5. So either you can use a function you just create a function. Using that function we can do, or you can use an anonymous function also. The first method we'll see. Method 1, so this is your function. So method 1, I just introduce a function. I'm just introducing a function of y equal to what is that? I'm just writing the function name, that is integral function, whatever it is, of x. So x is nothing but the value of x. So x will be given as raw, right? The initial and final values will be given. So y is equal to e raised to minus x square, I have written end. So now the integral, how will you calculate? Whatever the method you use, you will be using the integral is nothing but chord of the function name, comma, range. Chord, that is important. This whatever this function variable is there, whatever where you want to store here, that is integral here, or you can put your name or some other values. Chord of function name, comma, range. Function name, comma, range. So whatever the function name here, function name is this integral of function. That is what you have to put here. Range is nothing but whatever the range you want to give, 0.5 to 1.5. Or you can use the anonymous function, that is y is equal to at the rate of, what is the only one thing is there, that is exponential of minus x square, right? And what we need to do, integral equal to what is the integral? Chord. Chord is the function, inbuilt function for integration. Chord of y, that is nothing but the function name of 0.5 to 1.5. Okay, so we'll see that both way we can see. First we do yeah. Okay, now we introduce this method. Sorry, method 1 is not there. We have function is created. Now we can make an integral. What is integral? Integral equal to what? Chord. That is your built-in function. Chord of what? Your function. What is the function? int g. That is your function name, right? int g functn. That is your function name, comma, 0 to a to b, right? 0 to, sorry, here in this particular question is 0.5 to 1.5. 0.5 to 1.5. That will give you the sorry, this funcct. I think I can put. Okay. Function name is I can write. Oh, sorry, a small mistake is there. Here actually you have to put the function name inside a single inverted comma, that is int g functn. Inverted comma should be closed. Don't forget that. Some problem is there, I think. functn. Second, I think. Okay, I'll just create a function here. function y equal to intg function of x is not working, then you can use the anonymous function also. Y is equal to exp of minus x dot power. So since it's a x will be having two values, so I'll just put like that. Int. Okay, I'll save this one and see whether it works. Okay, now integral equal to quad of intg fun ctn comma 0.5 comma 1.5. It will come. So I just made a mistake. Only thing is you have to make that function and save the function in the folder, and you can call that function. See this we have done the script file, then you save that one. So here you can see that where is that function, integer function is there. So now that function is called here. So once you saved it, you can call it anywhere. That is one method, or the second method is what? Using the anonymous function. That is nothing but just introduce the function and directly you can just run the program. Here. First you introduce the anonymous function, the function we introduced, then we used a code. Always remember for integration, code of, this is a single integration, okay? Code of function name and range. Okay. Okay, we'll discuss the differential in the next video.